Dankdread here, and we're going to be taking apart an NES controller today. So I'm just going to go ahead and get right into this. So we will flip this over and grab our screwdriver and take this apart. So I'm going to speed this up for you. Alright, so now that we have this all taken apart, you're going to see this main circuitry, and so we're going to go ahead and take off this wiring right here, and make sure you be very careful, you don't want to tear it, and then we're going to go ahead and we're going to lift that off, and set that over to the side for now, and you're going to see these main contacts for the buttons. So we're going to go ahead, we're going to take all these out, take out the buttons also, and we're going to set those all to the side too, because we're going to need to clean these off. So let's just get that out, and then I'll set that to the side. And now we're going to grab a toothbrush with some, isopropyl. You can see all these, how dirty they are. So let's get our isopropyl and scrub this. I'll go ahead and, speed it up for you. So now we got all these scrubbed off, and so they should be nice and clean. But now we're going to clean off these shells, and so if you can't see this, it's actually pretty dirty on the inside and on the outside too. So we're going to grab our toothbrush with that isopropyl. We're going to go ahead and scrub all this out, try to get all of that dirt off of it, off of the inside where the buttons are, and that way it'll be nice and clean whenever we're done with this. And so now with this magical editing, it is really clean. And as you can see, there's not near as much dirt inside of it or grime. So we're going to go ahead, we're going to set this one to the side, but we're going to grab the back part of the shell. Now this one is much more dirty. There is dirt all along this inside right here, and on right there by the back Nintendo part, it has dirt. So we're going to go ahead, we're going to scrub this one off with our toothbrush, just get it really good. We don't want it to be dirty at all. And then, so while we're scrubbing, we want to make sure that we get all of the dirt off. And then with our magical editing, it is now clean again, just like the other one. So there's not any dirt on the inside right there, none on the outside either. It's outside of those cracks. And so now we're going to move on to this main circuitry, and there's quite a bit of dust on this, if you can see this, and there's some white powder on it. So we're going to go ahead, we're going to grab another toothbrush that is dry, and we're just going to get all this dust off first before we actually clean it. So there's this white powder, we'll try to get most of that off. Flip it over and get the dust off of over here too, and then so now we're going to go ahead and we're going to dip this in some isopropyl, and then once we're done doing that, we will grab the circuit board again and we will scrub off all these contacts, so that way the controller doesn't mess up whenever you're trying to press a button. This will just make the game run a lot more smooth. And so whenever we are done, just scrubbing all these contacts off, getting it nice and clean, we're going to go ahead and we're going to move on to this cord right here, because the cord could be very dirty also. So we're going to go ahead, we're going to grab a washcloth and get some isopropyl on that. And then what you're going to do is you're going to grab the cord, you're going to wrap it in that, and you're just going to go ahead and pull the cords through this washcloth, because that'll help get all the dirt and grime off of it in case it was gotten dirty over the years that you've used it. And so just go ahead, keep pulling all that through, and then whenever you get to the end right here, this piece that connects into the actual console, you're going to go ahead and you're going to grab your toothbrush again, get some more isopropyl on it, and then get inside all these little cracks right here that have all this grime sitting in it from years of use. You know, just scrub all of it. You know, you just want to make sure it's real nice and clean, shiny. So now that we're gonna be done doing that, you can see that it's very clean and all that. So we're gonna move back on, and we're gonna let this dry, or well, we're gonna dry it off a little bit, and then we're gonna let it dry off just to be 100% safe. And we're also gonna get these other two pieces, the back plate and the front plate, where all the buttons go, and let these dry. And so with our editing, they are now dry, and we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna get these both set down, and we're gonna grab our circuit board, set that right over to the side too. And now we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna get our buttons, and we're gonna start putting all of our buttons in. You know, we got the B button, we got our A button right here. Then we'll grab our start and select. We're gonna go ahead, put that right there. Make sure you have the little circle over the screw hole. Then we'll put the D-pad in, and we'll get the connectors behind that. And oh, we cannot forget the connectors to go behind the A and B button. Also, that is very important. So don't forget those. We'll make sure they're set in there real nice and firm. That way they're not gonna fall out. Then we'll grab our circuit board. We'll set that in there. Make sure it's set in there nice and good. And then we're gonna put our cord back through all these little holes the way it's supposed to. So let me flip this over real fast. And then we're going to have to loop this through these just like it was beforehand. That way it holds it nice and firm. Can't pull the cord out while you're playing. And then we're going to go ahead, we're going to grab this back plate, set the on there nice, good. And then we're going to grab our screws, and we're going to speed this up for you. Alright, so now we have this all done, screwed together, and you should see it looks a lot better. It's all nice, clean, crisp, almost like brand new, and the button should be working all good. And so if you like this video, make sure to hit the like button on it and subscribe down below, and in the comment section let me know what you want to see next. And with that, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.